Good morning, guys. Let's go over some stuff here from Breitbart. Let's start with 5 women that Women's Day people, the organizers, left off of their list to commemorate. And keep in mind that one of the women leading the march, it was actually a man leading the march. That was kind of weird. Anyway, so one of the women, she's a hardcore Muslim. She loves Sharia law. These women are so stupid, they don't even realize that under Sharia law, they would have virtually no rights whatsoever. Damn near none, if any at all. And that's just how stupid and uneducated that these women in this women's movement really are. Anyway, so here's 5 women that they left off the list. Joanna Polani. She was a Danish college student who, for a year or more, went over and fought against ISIS with a rifle. And she killed about 100 of them. But no mention of that, because in her own country, people who do that go to jail. You know, I mean, but you would think, but by the way they look at it, this woman is a bad person. And then you have Condell Balak, kind of like a Kim Kardashian over in Pakistan. She was killed by her own family as an honor killing. No mention of her, but she dared to go up against society and say, no, I am woman, and I'm going to put that out there. It's like, no, you don't. No, these women are not going to put you up as anyone to look at. And then you have Ayaan Hirsi Ali, I believe from, Somali born, and Dutch politician. And she's a women's rights activist. But because she's connected to also Islam and goes against it, it's like, whoa, don't like you. And then you have Christina Hoff Sommers, I believe she's a professor, and she goes against Islam, of course. And let's see. A judge in California recently said that the disparity of process against the accused in the campus race tribunal was enough to shock the court's conscience. These kangaroo courts, widely criticized and unfairly skewing the scales of justice in favor of the accusers, were set up by colleges across the U.S. following pressure from the feminists in the Obama administration. Now, why would a feminist go along with the guys who did the raping? Why would they go? It doesn't even make sense. Anyway, she's just trying to stand up for women in a good way. And then you have Kellyanne Conway. They don't want to mention her. Anyway, moving on. Here's a guy in Colorado doing a climb. He falls 1,500 feet. They had never seen anyone survive. He fell into a patch of snow. His fall must have been broken. I mean, it literally broke his hip, broke his elbow. He landed in the snow with his good arm. He was able to dig a snow cave, and then he had stuff with him that he was able to survive with, and he could melt the snow and drink it for water. Anyway, a jogger found him in the morning. How lucky. His name was Montoya, I think. His mother tweeted that he was alive. Anyway, pretty. Ryan Montoya, 23 years of age. Wow. And then you have ESPN. As the article here says, despite years of complaints from viewers that the network has drifted too far to the political left, sports news network ESPN seems to be thoroughly ignoring the customers by continuing to delve into politics at the expense of sports coverage. People are fed up, and they're losing viewers left and right. Anyway, that's their problem. Let them lose them. I don't even have TV anymore. And then let's go over some other stuff here. The truth behind the establishment's new favorite euphemism, Muslim majority countries. It says both versions of President Trump's executive order have been caricatured as a Muslim ban, even though they applied to only 6 or 7 specific countries, leaving 90% of the world's population out of the mix. And that, yeah, I mean, it's like we know what's going on, you know, and that's why the mainstream media continues to decline. Pope slamming rise of evil populism in Western democracies. Well, so far all that I see from the Pope in the Vatican is a wall going up around the Vatican. Not that it hasn't already been built. And I don't see where he's inviting in, you know, in his big old mansion there, I don't see where he's inviting in any of those immigrants. No. That's in your house, not in my house. And then fatal shootings in Sweden double in 9 years. You would think the writing, you know, God forbid the politicians actually see what's going on. No, don't want to do that. And then French President Hollande claims women's rights are declining in America. That's almost funny. Number one, you have so many problems in your own country, and you have crime on the rise, continues to be. It's getting worse and worse in Paris. Women can't even walk around in Paris without being accosted. Oh, but you're going to concentrate on the U.S.? You know, he should be tried for treason. He really should be. What else here? Senator Rand Paul on health care bill. He says Speaker Ryan trying to pull the wool over the eyes of the president. No. You know, all that Trump really wanted him to do was just get something out there so that it can be discussed and looked at and ideas put on the table. It's like, let's start wheeling and dealing here. And then some other stuff here. ESPN loses 422,000 viewing homes over the last month. That's just in the last. They are losing their butt. Arrests outside Trump Tower at New York City Day without women. Demonstration. As I said, take a look at the women leading the charge. And you've got a hardcore Muslim. And then you have other women. I would love to see, like there's a couple in there. I would like to see their rap sheets. I really would. And then Ann Coulter saying that immigrant privilege drives child rape epidemic. As if it wasn't bad enough. You know, the reason that it's so bad in this country, as well as other countries, is because these child rapists and sex offenders are just allowed back out on the street over and over. We should never allow them back out on the street. They need to stay in jail forever. It's in their DNA. It's how they're... We don't want them back out on the street. Period. Carney. He says Trump jobs boom shows Americans were right and the experts were wrong. Well, we knew that. You know, we knew it before it ever happened. Let's see. GOP's Collins says House healthcare bill dead on arrival. Ryan don't care. Ryan is such a punk. Ryan is one of those people. He's right with the shadow government. He's right with Soros and the rest of the the New World Order and all those people. They may not be totally irrelevant right now, but they are quickly becoming irrelevant. And it's kind of like a chess match going on right now. And what we're going to see more of is more of these people who were put in place by Obama and all the rest, and other people who are afraid of being found out for being a pedophile or whatever. They're going to quit and they're just going to leave. They're going to leave before they get investigated. What else here? Freedom-minded women counter far left day without a woman strike. They just go to work. No big deal. And then they say stocks point toward a Geert Wilders win in the Netherlands. What else here? Peter Thiel, he says globalization is over. It feels so outdated. Not only is it outdated, it is just horrible for the world. Really, really horrible. And here's what I find interesting too. Beyonce and Madonna. And you know, they're really put up. It's like, wow, look at these women. Well, what has the women's movement always been so angry about? It's that, you know, it's about how women are used as to sell in a sexual way, to sell anything and everything. But look at how these women are, how they portray themselves. It's all about sex. That's all that it's about. They show as much as they can. That's how they get record sales and everything else. Yeah, they may have a good voice, but it's like they show everything they can on themselves to become popular. Whether it's them, Britney Spears, it don't matter. And so if they were being true to themselves, they would say, no, we don't want these women in our group. That's not what we're about. But the fact is, as long as Madonna and Beyonce say what they want them to say, then they're invited in. They're so hypocritical. Anyway, that's all for now. God bless y'all. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye, guys.